Okay, hello, fellow. I hope you are doing good. Okay, I got a question and I want to use this video and explain it better so that we all can benefit from that question. Someone asked me why mass balance, why we use mass balance in chemical engineering a lot. In chemical engineering a lot. Okay, we use mass balance in chemical engineering to do so many things. We use the concept of mass balance to better account the movement of materials in and out of a unit or a system or a process, whatever it is. Okay. Also, with the knowledge of mass balance, we can design our reactor. We can optimize our system, our process. We can also use the knowledge or the concept of mass balance to know if something is what leaking out of a system, something is what accumulating, simple something is changing inside a system with what respect to time. It helps us to do this kind of analysis. Also, it should also help us to better understand our system very well and also check our calculation error, our measurement error. By doing the mass balance, we can better identify our errors and correct them. Okay, so the concept of mass balance came from the famous scientific principle which says mass can neither be created nor destroyed, but it can rather take a deformed form, which is the same as the first law of thermodynamics. So from that we can see accumulation, which is which here is what mass accumulation is simple whatever we are putting in to the system minus whatever comes out of the system. And if there is a reaction, if for instance a reaction is taking place, A is being consuming whilst at the same time B is what forming. So we can see our input, which is our in here, minus our output, minus the consumption of A, consumption of what A, plus the generation of what B, generation of B. So if for instance we assume there's no reaction in the process, so I can simple that say this term is 0, this term is also 0. So we will just left with the accumulation is equal to our input minus our output. So let me turn this into mathematical so that we can better understand it. So accumulation is simple, the change of something inside a tank with respect to time. Inside this tank with respect to time. I call it time because it's not something's not a reaction is not taking place inside it, so I'll call it a tank or a vessel. So because we are dealing mass balance, so it's supposed to be mass accumulation, and any change of mass inside a tank with respect to time must be equal to whatever that mass coming inside the tank, which is mass in minus whatever mass is going out, so mass out, m out. So if for instance we assume, or for instance anything is not changing inside the tank with respect to time, which means the process or the unit is what is running under steady state, because whatever that we put in, the same thing comes out. So we can see the accumulation term is what? 0. So if the accumulation term is 0, we can simply say 0 is equal to mass in minus mass out. So from here we can simply say m in is equal to m out. So this is how we came about m in is equal to m out. Okay, so let me continue from the next video.